Hey, how y'all doing out there? I'm back again with another video. Today I'd like to do a quick video as to why the Note 9 is still relevant in 2020. Now I know there's a lot of Note 9 lovers out there because I've gotten well over 7,000 views and over 252 likes on this device. So I know there's a lot of people out there that love this device. In a lot of people's minds, in their opinions, this is the best Note that Samsung has ever made. I'm kind of in agreement with them too, but to a point now. To me, it's their best complete Note. Now, I do think the Note 10 Plus is a little bit better in some areas, but just overall complete, the Note that has everything, it would definitely be the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. No question about it. Samsung really took a step back when they went to the Note 10 Plus and then the Note 20 Ultra. They started taking away more and more things from the device, which doesn't make sense to me because this was the Note series is always their biggest selling device. So I'm not understanding why they started scavenging, or whatever you want to say, taking away stuff and taking away this and that from the Note. I just don't understand it. And I understand why a lot of people will not upgrade to the newer Notes because of the things that are missing from the newer Notes, and they want to keep those things. Okay, now I'm not going to name every single thing, every single feature and all that, because I want to really make this video really quick. All right, but these are all the reasons why I believe that this phone is very relevant in 2020, and a big reason why so many Note fans out there will not give up their Note 9. They won't upgrade. They say, I'm going to keep my Note 9 until it dies. I don't blame you. I'm with you on that. That's why I still have it, even though I'm filming with the Note 10 Plus, but I still love my Note 9. I just took it out of my drawer this week, and I was like, man, I kind of missed this phone. And I started using it, and I had the Note 9 and the Note 10 Plus in both pockets. And I was loving it because I missed that rear fingerprint sensor. I missed the iris sensor. You know, I miss those things. You know, certain things, the headphone jack, the heart rate monitor, there's things about this phone I actually really missed. And it was good. Put it back in my pocket, put my second SIM back in there, and start using it, and I enjoyed it. All right? So let me give you the reasons why I believe that this phone is still relevant in 2020. First thing is the price. You can find this phone for literally easily under $400. Okay, now maybe brand new you might pay a little over $400, but open box and refurbished and you definitely well under $400. That's the first thing. So it's going to be virtually cheap. Now when this phone came out in 2018, it was $1,000. So keep that in mind, and now it's under $400. All right. Next thing, it's a flagship device. So if you're the type of person that's a flagship device type of person, like I am, I'm all about flagships because I'm not saying you somewhat get the best experience. Now, some people may disagree with that, but I have budget phones and I have flagship phones and I have mid-range phones. You're going to get the best overall experience on a flagship. You just saw, that's why it's called a flagship. So this phone is fully loaded, packed to the gills with everything. So that's the second thing. It's a flagship device, all right? But you're getting it at a budget price. Next thing, the build quality. The build quality on this device is excellent. Gorilla Glass 5. It has a nice heavy weight to it. It has a nice thickness to it. Let me show you. I'm going to take the case off. See, I got the blue. Beautiful build quality. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nice thickness, nice weight to it. Now you see the iris sensor appears trying to locate my eyes. But this is absolutely beautiful. Okay, build quality is on point. Love it. This is actually heavier, a little heavier than the Note 10 Plus. They made the Note 10 Plus lighter than this device, but I like that weight. Now some people don't like heavy phones, and it's not really heavy, but it got a nice weight to it that makes it feel a little more premium. Okay, This is built with premium materials. Samsung knows how to build a phone. I'm telling you, that's one thing I'll give them. When it comes to their top tier devices, they know how to build a device. All right. So you got Gorilla Glass 5. You're getting an aluminum frame. Okay. So you're getting an excellent build quality built device. Next thing, you're getting a beautiful Quad HD Super AMOLED display with a pixel density of 516 pixels per square inch. This display is absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. Okay, it's eye candy. All right, beautiful. Love that. Next thing, you're getting a physical rear fingerprint sensor on the back. All right, there's people out there that hate these in-display fingerprint sensors because they're not quite as accurate as they should be and could be. Now, I will say this. The Note 10 Plus just received an update for the fingerprint sensor a couple days ago on my phone, and it definitely works way better than what it ever worked when it first came out. It's super fast now. I really don't have the misses. It's probably right now at 99% accurate. Before, it was more like 95%. Okay, which is not terrible, but for a phone that's $1,100, it should definitely be a lot more accurate than that. Now, I'm looking forward to the day when it's 100% accurate, but 99%, I'll take that. It's definitely much better than what it was. All right. Next thing, you're getting Face Unlock. The Face Unlock is good on this phone. Now, Face Unlock has never been the best on Samsung phones, but on this phone, it's pretty decent. Okay, so you're getting that too. Next thing, you're getting AKG headphones in the box. Unlike the Note 20 Ultra, where they took the headphones out of the box for North America. Now, I know outside of North America, everybody else getting headphones in the box, which makes no sense to me. But that is what it is. You can get the headphones free of charge, but you got to contact Samsung and show them a receipt and all. You shouldn't have to go through all that nonsense. Just put the headphones in the box. The phone is $1,300. Put the headphones in the box. But this phone comes with headphones in the box, high quality headphones from AKG. Next thing, and I showed you earlier, the iris sensor. Now, the iris sensor is so important. Now, you may wonder, why is it so important? See it right there? That big light? Trying to locate my eyes. It's so important because we're in a pandemic. So say if you're out and about and you want to quickly open up your phone, say you don't want to use the fingerprint sensor. You might get tired. You just want to use your Face Unlock. Well, it does have Face Unlock too, your fingerprint sensor, but the iris sensor is so important because of everybody wearing masks. And you got the pandemic, everybody got a mask on. So if you have a phone like the iPhone that only has one biometric way to open your phone, which is Face Unlock, you're not going to be able to use it if you're out and about, or you're going to have to pull your mask down, okay? Which you're not going to always be able to do depending on where you are, okay? So with the iris sensor, only thing that the phone has to do is scan your eyes, boom, pop right open. And it's very, very secure, and you can use it with Samsung Pay. So that's something I just absolutely hate that Samsung took that away from us. Because I use the iris sensor all the time. I used it more than I use the fingerprint sensor, to be honest with you, okay? So I absolutely love that. And that's something that's very relevant, especially because of this COVID pandemic. All right, next thing, you got the LED notification sensor, which you can't see at the moment because let me see if it'll come up now that I turn the phone off. Okay, it's not going to pop up now unless I get a notification, but it comes up right up at the top in the corner, and that lets you know if you got a notification. Now, some people like using the always on display, which you see here, which I like doing because I'm an always on display type of person. But there's some people that don't want to use the always on display. They just want to use the LED notification light. And when it comes on, they know they got a notification. They got to respond to an email or a text message or whatever. Everybody's different. I'm the type of person, I don't necessarily need the LED notification sensor for notifications because I always use the always on display. But the other advantage having the LED notification sensor is when you put your phone If you plug it up, it'll the LED notification sensor will be red, letting you know that it's charging. And also, when your phone finishes charging, it turns green. Even when you and especially when you're putting on a wireless charger, which I put my phones on wireless chargers every night, it'll be red. Then when it fully charges, it turns green. Now, if you have the phone that don't have that, and say you put it on the wireless charger, but you really didn't check to make sure that it's on there properly, you can wake up in the morning, your phone is not even charged at all. So with that, it gives you an indication of your notifications, plus to let you know when your phone was fully charged and it was charging. So I love that it has the LED notification sensor. All right, next thing. This is a big thing. The 3.5mm headphone jack. Yes, there's a lot of people that want and need a headphone jack. I'm a person that I prefer a phone with a headphone jack. You're going to get a much better overall experience with the sound coming through the jack as opposed to Bluetooth. Now, I know everybody in the world now, Bluetooth, but there's still a lot of people out there I still see with wired headphones. I don't understand why Samsung put the headphone jack on the S10, the S10 Plus, but took it away from the Note 10 Plus. Made absolutely no sense, and they put it on their budget and mid-tier devices. Samsung, bring back the headphone jack. We want a headphone jack. There's no reason to remove it. If people are going to buy your wireless earbuds, they're going to buy them. If they don't, they're not going to buy them. Don't force people to have to buy wireless headphones, especially because you took the USB Type-C AKG headphones out of the box. Like, I was somewhat cool with that because at least I can still take some headphones and just plug them right in. But now you done took the headphones out of the box, so not cool. So for those of you that love the headphone jack, you got it on the Note 9, and that's why this phone is still so very relevant. Next thing, dual stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos. They sound great. They're not as loud as my Note 10 Plus, but they're adequately loud and they sound really good. Next thing, you're getting a 4,000 milliamp battery. I'm telling you right now, this battery will last you a full day easily. I know, at least for my device, it does. Now, I'm just being serious. I don't know if Samsung did something or whatever, but it seemed like the last couple of updates I got with this phone, I'm getting even better battery life than I got before. Now, after a 15-hour day, now listen to me, I'm saying 15 hours, I come home and I got like 43% battery left, and that's using the phone heavy. That means I'm on YouTube practically not all day, but most of the day, you know, when I'm at work, when I'm coming home from work, when I'm going to work, when I'm home on my break, I'm on YouTube all the time. I'm streaming music, I'm watching videos, you know, I'm surfing the net. I use my phone medium to heavy. 43% after a 15-hour day. That's impressive. So I don't know if you're going to get that kind of battery life because everybody's battery life varies depending on how you use your phone. Like, I don't shoot 4K video. I don't play games at all. And I do have my brightness close to 100% on this phone. But I tell you right now, I get excellent battery life, and that's at Quad HD resolution. Okay? So the battery life on this phone is phenomenal. Next, you're getting 18-watt fast charging. And not the fastest charging in the world, especially compared to these phones now that's coming out with 33-watt charging, 30-watt charging, 50-watt charging, 65-watt charging, 120-watt charging. So charging speeds have gone up, dramatically since this phone. Now, OnePlus has always had, not always, but for the most part, has had faster charging speeds than Samsung. Samsung is still lagging behind a little bit, but their 25-watt charger is adequate. You know, it's really adequate compared to the 30-watt charging. So 18-watt charging is good. You're going to charge your phone from 0 to 100% in like an hour and 40 minutes. Okay? It's not the worst. Now, it still would give you a little over 40% in half an hour, which is not bad. You know, if you want to top your phone off quickly, you'll be able to do that with this phone. All right, next, one-handed mode. One-handed mode is important. I know I use it all the time. It's when you just slide down, you make the phone smaller. You can still interact because it's a tall phone. It's a wide phone, so if you're a person with small hands, you'll be able to go to one-handed mode, and boom, you're good. Press in there, you're good. Now slide it down again. You can shift it to the other side, so you can use it at either side, okay? Then when you're done, press the black area. It's big again. I love the one-handed mode and that's very, very useful, especially if you're a person that has small hands. Next thing, it comes with 128 gigs of internal storage already built in. I love that. And you get expandable memory up to 500 gigs. That's huge, especially for those of us that shoot a lot of 4K video. You know, you store a lot of videos and music and photos on your phone. You need that storage and you want it, okay? You're going to get it on this phone. Next thing, this phone comes with Samsung DeX. That means you can basically take this phone and use it like as a laptop. Love Samsung DeX. You're getting Samsung Pay, okay? Use it anywhere Samsung Pay is accepted, which is pretty much accepted everywhere. You're getting fast wireless charging. Has wireless charging, but it's fast wireless charging. Not the fastest, but it does have fast wireless charging. You're getting secure folder. You can put your stuff, your photos and videos and apps in secure folder, and nobody can get to them except they have your, you can lock it with your iris, open it up with your iris, your fingerprint, or a password or a PIN. It's very, very secure. As soon as you come out of it, it automatically locks immediately. Love secure folder. Use it all the time. Next thing, IP68 water and dust resistance. So you don't have to worry about your phone getting wet. It's good for 5 feet for 30 minutes. So you drop it in 5 feet of water for 30 minutes, no water damage whatsoever. And it's good when you have that peace of mind, especially, you know, for the days, hopefully soon, when people can go back to the water parks and swimming and do all the things that they used to do. But we just got to get through this pandemic first, and then we'll be able to do that. But if you're a person that's so addicted to your phone, you can't put your phone down, you take a shower with your phone, if your phone can get all wet up and you'll be fine, okay? If you're a person that want to talk on the phone or listen to music inside the shower, you'll be able to do that and you ain't got to worry about it. Next thing, you got live wallpapers. I love that. Now this is, I know y'all saw this when I first put the lock screen on, lock screen live wallpapers. See that? Now that's really cool. I love that. You can get that right off of Samsung, you know, the theme store and the wallpapers and all that. You can get this live lock screen wallpaper. I love that. That's cool. So that's one thing I like too. Oh, next thing, you got your edge panels, which are these on the side. I'm not going to get into all of them, but you got edge panels. I love that. I use those all the time. You got edge lightings where all the borders around your phone light up and it lights up. You could change the color. You could change the transition. You could have them light up to whatever color the app is. So I love edge lighting. You're getting also now, I just found this out this week, this is going to be great news for the Note 9 lovers out there. Now, you know, we're not getting Android 11, which is unfortunate. And I think Samsung should have gave us Android 11, but at least they're going to give us One UI 2.5. Right now, I'm on One UI 2.1. So now they're going to give us 2.5. So that basically going to breathe some new life into the device, and it's also going to optimize it even better and have it run even smoother. Okay, so Samsung, we do appreciate that. You're giving us some more, you know, some software support for this device. Now, if you can give us even 3.0, that would be even better, but I'll take 2.5 because I didn't think we were going to get any other type of software upgrades at all. So I do appreciate you giving us 2.5. Thank you very much. Since we're not getting Android 11, at least we're still getting some software support. So thank you, Samsung. So for y'all out there, 2.5 is going to breathe new life into this great all-time device. Next thing, always on display. I already showed you that and talked about that. I need always on display. Everybody don't. I need that. Next thing, the Bluetooth S Pen. So I'm not going to get into all the features, and I'm not going to get into any of them really, except you got air actions where you can go from right to left, you know, with your videos. You can make them stop and go. You can take photos with the S Pen by pressing this button. You could do so much with this S Pen. Sign documents. This is what makes the Note the Note. Okay, if you're a Note user, you know it's all about the S Pen. Now I know everybody don't use their S Pen a lot, but if you use it, you're not going to want to stop using it because it's a great thing to have. Okay, you can write on the screen. You could just do so much with this And just to talk about the S Pen and what it can do could take 30 minutes to an hour because it has so many functions. But the S Pen is what makes the Note the Note. But this is a Bluetooth S Pen. So you got the air actions, you got all the things you can do with it, you know, and from there, that's when the Note 10 Plus got even more motions and air actions and all that stuff they added to it. But the S Pen is what makes the Note the Note. And the last thing that makes this phone relevant are the great cameras. Now, it doesn't have a ultra wide lens. That's the only thing it's missing. And also, it doesn't have the unlimited with the, you know, the 4K 60 frames. I think it's capped off at like, well, I think it's capped off at 5 minutes, and then the 60 frames is cut off at like 10 minutes. That's the only thing that I wish they would change, and I think they can do that with a software update. But other than that, this thing still takes great photos. It really do. Now, it's not on the level of the Note 10 Plus or the Note 20 Ultra, but it still holds its own in 2020. Trust me when I tell you, it holds its own. So that's to me why the Note 9 is still relevant in 2020. It's very relevant. And for those of you that love your Note 9 and you're not having any issues with it and it's running good, keep your Note 9. No reason to upgrade, especially because you're getting ready to get the One UI 2.5. Now, if you're the type of person that needs the latest and the greatest, then go with the Note 20 Ultra or the Note 10 Plus. Now, I have the Note 10 Plus. I love it. It's a bigger device. You know, it's wider, it's taller, it got better speakers, better cameras. You know, it got some things about it that's a little bit better than the Note 9. But the Note 9 overall, for everything it gives you and all the things that I miss from it, it's the most complete Note that Samsung has ever made. And it's a shame that, to me, they've lost their way when it comes to the Note, because the Note was always about giving you everything. Okay? When you wanted everything, that's why people wanted the Note, because you got everything. They didn't compromise on anything. The only thing to me that was missing from this Note, the Note 9, was the IR blaster, which used to be on the Note 4, and the ultra wide camera. That's it. Other than that, it had everything else. And I didn't even mention the heart rate monitor, because so many people, you know, probably didn't use it. I actually used it because I use Samsung Health. So I loved it. It could, you know, it could test my stress level and things like that, my heartbeat, you know, if it was fast or slow, whatever. I used it, so it was helpful. I don't know why they took that away. Maybe they felt like people wasn't using it, but I actually used it because I'm health conscious. At least I try to be. I work out 4 days a week, so I really miss having the heart rate monitor. So to me, these are all the reasons why this phone is so relevant and still very much relevant in 2020. Sorry, this video wasn't 10 minutes like I thought it would be, but I just love this device, and it has so much to offer. And for those of you that still have it, kudos to you. Keep it. If you can get your hands on a 500 gig Note 9, grab it. I've seen some on eBay, you know, for just over $400, which is a great price, because I think when that phone first was released for 500 gigs, I believe it was like $1,300 for a 500 gig or more. It was pretty expensive, but now you can get it for just over $400 for 500 gigs of internal storage, and then you add another 500 gigs of expandable memory on that, and now you got a Note 9 with 1,000 gigabytes. 1,000 gigs. That's a terabyte. So that's awesome. All right. So thank you for taking the time to view this content. Thank you to all my subscribers. Do appreciate you. Hope you guys out there keeping safe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.